Hey, what's up you guys? This is Quinn from Quinn's Cars, and today we have a very special SUV crossover. It's the 2021 Toyota Venza. Now, to put this into perspective, this was kind of Toyota's answer to the most luxury that you could get before you get into Lexus prices. This, as far as size, compares to more like the RAV4, even though the RAV4, especially with the TRD and adventure models, have more ruggedness, more outdoor off-road capability, and this was more of a luxury, nice speakers, nice interior, nice paint, nice wheels kind of option for small families or the solo commuter that just wanted to have a nice trip in a nice car. This one, as you can see, is finished in a beautiful red color that explodes in the sunlight. It's called Ruby Flare Pearl, and it's actually an option that costed an extra $425 if you wanted to get it. But if you are going to get a color on this Toyota Venza, this is the color to get it. And again, you have safety features, you have luxury features that when you compare it to other vehicles in its class, a good example being the 2021 CR-V Hybrid, there's a lot of good comparisons that you can draw between the two, and it leaves you wondering, do I want the Toyota Venza or would I want something more like a CR-V Hybrid? Personally, with the Toyota Venza, I think that the Toyota name going a little bit further back with reliability, and Honda also being a reliable brand, but Toyota kind of being known as that brand for over a century, even before Honda being a reliable car brand, this may be the way to go. The whole interior and the whole experience in this car just feels a lot nicer than the CR-V. The CR-V is a great car, it's a reliable car, and you're gonna get a little bit more horsepower and a little bit more cargo space, but you're definitely gonna sacrifice luxury and you're definitely going to sacrifice features, especially with the CR-V having cloth seats, lesser speakers, and the whole experience with the engine and the hybrid being a little bit better in this CVT platform. If you're looking at where this Toyota vehicle sits in the lineup of other Toyota vehicles, and especially in the SUV class, it sits right below the Toyota Highlander. The Highlander has 3 rows of seats, so it's really for big families, or if you're a person that has big groups of people going on big trips, big camping trips, things like that. That's going to be the car for you. That's going to be the SUV that you want, the Toyota Highlander. This one is more if you want the tech and the luxury that comes with this vehicle being almost in that Lexus class, but being in an entry-level price for a luxury SUV. Up front, you're gonna get this beautiful chrome accented front grille, and then it has this beautiful sweeping design on these daytime running lights, these 2 sweeping lines that accent the high beams and then the LED projector lights. And like we've talked about before, it really keeps in line with that Lexus-like elegance. Here you can see the blue glow on the Toyota emblem that signifies their hybrid line, and all their hybrid vehicles have this, and the Venza is no exception. You're going to see this in the front and the back, and then the side badging that says hybrid as well. The Venza can ride on 18 or 19-inch wheels. This one being the limited trim, it's going to have those 19-inch wheels in that gunmetal beautiful silver. In the back, you're going to see this light bar for the taillights that wraps around the entire back, and then that blue glow hybrid emblem in the back as well. This light bar is really futuristic looking and really elegant, and really fits the whole design of this modern but yet timeless design. You can really see in the side profile the crossover mid-size SUV shape and it has a really sporty side profile. You can see on the side the design with the brown, almost like saddle leather, is this really beautiful accent. They bring it in that line right above the handle as well, which is that brushed silver aluminum look. And then it also has this wood grain panel that is right on the window switch area, which you can see accented in the center as well. These seats are so inviting too. It has this, what they call Softex trimmed seating. And it's like this leather, kind of dark blue, dark black, very soft, beautifully stitched seat with intricate details and this bolstering that will keep you in for any sort of long rides or even short rides in the city. You can see they've brought some of that saddle brown leather into the back, accented as well. And they didn't cheap out with any of the materials. You can see that wood is still on the side window switch panel as well. You've got plenty of room in the back. I'm no giant by any means, but I'm a 5'10" grown man and I can fit here with plenty of legroom. You won't have to worry about your dog or your kids overheating in the back seat. It has those adjustable AC vents, and then you have those two USB ports right below. And then you have this cup holder center armrest that's super plush and really nice quality. This is the moment a lot of people are waiting for, the cargo space. Now, the cargo space sits at about 28.8 cubic feet, but you fold the rear seats down and that number jumps to 54.9 cubic feet. Now, that's not going to be any class-leading numbers, but that is a lot of cargo space for a mid-size SUV. And you can see those big JBL subwoofers in the back for those premium speakers too. Just for visual reference, this is with the seats folded down, and you can see just how much room from the backs of those front seats to the edge of the trunk lid, how much space you really have. And one more luxury with the Venza, the trunk lid is actually power operated. So you click this button and the Venza does the rest. It will electronically close it and latch it in a very gentle, luxurious way. Coming around to the front cabin area, it really is a nice place to be. You can see that brushed aluminum accents, the wood accents, the brown leather saddle accents all over, and it is just a really nice looking place. You have a little bit of gloss black as well. The steering wheel is leather wrapped, and over here you can see the power button is this big blue important looking button. The startup screen, you can see Venza, and the menu for the gauge cluster area screen has any information you can possibly need, including your music options, different driving modes, safety feature options like lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring options, parking options, and different various settings. You can also see those different gauges too. Will actually show you an eco mode, a charging mode, like a power mode, and then you have your speedometer on the right as well with those beautiful blue needles. You have your steering wheel controls, which honestly you would think would be a little bit nicer quality. The hard plastic being matte black is a little bit disappointing. Over here is a really interesting feature. You can actually see in real time the battery, the tires, and the engine rotating energy as you're driving, which is a really interesting feature that this car has. It's part of its like hybrid CVT functionality. You can see heated and ventilated seats in the infotainment screen here. You can adjust the information here and the settings here. You can also do it right below in the gloss black manual section there, right below. And it's actually not hard buttons. It's like this flat surface where you touch the surface and it's almost like a touch screen. So it's a little bit strange and it takes a little bit getting used to, but you basically touch the surface and then it activates whatever menu you've adjusted. You can see an aux port right there, 2 USBs, and it has the electronic parking brake right there. You can see your little drive mode selector where you can go into normal, eco, or sport just by flicking that little switch right there. It has a really nice shifter with a leather boot right there, and then a blue indicator for which engagement you're in. This is those buttons where you can actually manually adjust the heated or ventilated seats, and then you have that brown saddle leather that wraps all the way back with your center console. When I was doing research on this car, I kept seeing that ambient lighting was part of the interior of this vehicle, and I couldn't find where it was, but I found it, and it's this little Easter egg in the center console area right here. Visibility in this SUV is amazing. It gives you so much space to look in and out at every angle. Going back to that 12.3-inch touchscreen real quick. Another really cool thing about this car is the aerial view camera that you get. So even if you're not great at driving larger vehicles, the view that you get from above using the sensors and some of the cameras in this vehicle, it gives you a perfect view of where you are in the lanes in real time. Between the aerial view camera and the rear view camera, there's no way any accident could happen. Another thing I really love are these turn signals. I mean, this bright orange color integrated into the daytime running lamp, like swoopy design, is really elegant looking. In the taillights, it's actually in a very strange spot. There's these tiny little turn signals right above the exhaust pipes, which is kind of a strange place to put it, but there it is. And then in the side view mirrors, you see those turn signals as well. This Venza has a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine that puts out about 176 horsepower and is made into a continuously variable transmission, so a CVT. And combined with the battery power, you're actually looking at 219 horsepower, a healthy number for a hybrid SUV. And the best part about it is when it comes to the MPGs. Now, MPGs for the city are going to be 40 MPGs and then 37 for the highway. So you're looking at about 38 combined. This vehicle being a hybrid SUV that's meant for luxury, it's going to be designed for comfort and for features. The sound insulation is pretty amazing. It's super quiet in the cabin. The speakers are really nice, especially with that upgraded JBL system. Another great thing about this vehicle being a few years old is some people would consider, well, is this a great vehicle for my kids? And I think especially with it being a very reasonable vehicle that has the 360 camera, it has something called Toyota Safety Sense 2.0, which, just to run it through real quick, it has a pre-collision system with pedestrian detection, which is super cool, lane departure alert, so it'll keep you in the lanes, full speed dynamic radar cruise control, lane tracing assist, the automatic high beams, which especially in these Blue Ridge Mountains, these Smoky Mountains, is super important, and road sign assist. I mean, as far as a first driver vehicle, you couldn't ask for something better. So this is actually the second generation of the Toyota Venza. The first generation was from 2009 to 2015, and the sales numbers were not great with that Venza. And I think one of the reasons being is it doesn't have the timeless design that this one has. The design, as you can see in these pictures here, the front and the back look very clunky, very almost minivan-esque, and was trying to go for that luxurious feel that this one has, but with a very large, blocky kind of look. And you can see in the front it has that giant grille, it has kind of the clown nose emblem in the front, it has that giant latch door in the rear, and then in the inside it has the shifter actually almost vertical, which is also a very strange thing for drivers to get used to if they're not used to something like that. So there were a lot of compromises that you would have to make if you were to get the older Venza, and this new redesign, I think they fixed a lot of those issues and created something that will be beautiful and enjoyable for generations to come. When you get a car like this, one of the things that you may consider is taking it on long road trips. And when you have a vehicle like this with the 9-speaker JBL sound system, it's got the Apple CarPlay, the Android Auto, it even has Amazon Alexa integration. It has navigation, so there's actually a button in the sub-menu right below where you can just click map and it'll actually show you. It's a little bit dated, but you can actually see like a map navigation system on the screen, so you're not always looking at your phone, which is also kind of a safety feature, but also a luxury that's pretty important if you're going on long trips that you haven't been before. Again, as always, thank you for watching. I'm Quinn, and this channel is called Quinn's Cars, and I'm going to be reviewing sports cars, SUVs, sedans, economy cars, everything from A to Z. And if you want to see more cars, go ahead and check out my channel. And if you're interested in my merch, I'm going to leave a link down below. And this is actually a handmade design that I created myself, and you can buy shirts like this on my shop. Again, thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys. All right, thanks. Bye.